Hi, here we are at Mountaintop Ranch with another Mountaintop Minute. And one thing we're working on real specifically with some horses this week is teaching them to neck rein. And that's a wonderful thing for a horse to know how to do, especially if you trail ride a lot. And it really doesn't make any difference if you have a shank bit or a snaffle bit on. A horse can learn to neck rein with either bit. And we're not in the arena today. We're out in the pasture because we find that horses are more motivated to learn to neck rein in a natural setting, going around trees, bushes, things like that, than cones in your arena. You can certainly practice both places, but we find that the horse is more motivated and learns better out in the open. So Luann's going to go over how to start a horse neck reining and a few do's and don'ts. And then we're going to show you a pattern we're going to do out with these trees. This horse here hasn't really been neck reined, so she's not a horse that really knows this. This is something we're teaching. So Luann will start with her tips.
Okay, hi. First of all, you do have to have your basics on your horse. Just good steering, flexing, and I, have taught her to move her hips and move off of my legs. You want that at first. Once you have that, then you can start your neck reining. And I generally start with two hands, but you can do one, but don't hesitate to reach up and correct something if you have to, and then go ahead and bring your hand back down, however you'd like to ride. But if you're riding with two, you just want to ask for the little turn and be sure that the rein is touching her neck. And I exaggerate a little. I let her feel it a few times, kind of like a little tapping or thumping. But you just want to be sure you're not pulling back. A lot of people make the mistake of, when they're turning this way, they're pulling that horse and pulling back on his mouth. And when you're out trying to maneuver around, you're really just sort of confusing the horse. So I'm going to walk around some of these trees, and I'm going to try it with Kate with just one hand. And when I turn to the left, I'm going to exaggerate with my body to help her, and I'm also going to take this leg and push with this leg, since she already knows how to move off of my leg. And when I turn to the right, of course it'll be turn my body, exaggerate to help my horse, and push with the leg. See, so it would have been the opposite leg of the way you're turning. So I'm going to maneuver around some of these trees, and I'm going to be sure she feels this rein on her neck. Okay, she's slipping on this wet grass, so let me just get around this way. I reached up and correct her if I need to, and then let her.
So remember, as you go around trees, bushes, logs, you want to lay that rein. If you're going to the right, you want to lay that left rein on your horse, pushing that horse off that left rein. And to teach that horse, you also want to lay the left leg on the horse. And if you'll notice how Luann is holding the reins, they're not forcing that neck around and bending her horse. It's just a matter of laying the rein on the horse and laying the leg. Same rein, same leg, pushing the horse in the beginning off the rein and leg. If the horse doesn't, she's going to reach up with that hand and sort of help remind her with a direct rein, and then let her try it again. And we find that going around natural obstacles is a little more motivating than cones in the arena. But it might not be a bad idea to start some practice with some cones and then go to a small area where there's a lot of trees or rocks, natural objects that you can just rein around. So we hope this has helped you learn how to start your horse neck reining. And the neck reining is like any other thing that you teach a horse. It takes lots and lots of practice. And so you can practice neck reining every time that you ride your horse. And remember, you want, as your horse learns, you want to ride with less and less leg. use less and less leg as the cue, so the horse will start depending on the rein instead of rein and leg. So this is Luann and Lydia from Mountaintop Ranch, and we'll see you next week.